Do we get any two-tire stops? Marty.
Allen, pit stops that could play a critical role in the race for the Winston Cup Championship for 2002. Mark Martin said we have to tighten this thing up. It is way too loose. They're going to take out 2 rounds out of the right rear wedge. He said it is way too loose right now. Who made the call for that wedge adjustment? 43-year-old Mark Martin, and 2 tires. They're going for the win, Matt.
Marty, Joe Nemechek came on the radio on the access road. He says, guys, you know what I want to do. Peter Suspendel said, yep, 2 tires. No changes for the 25, Bill.
Big cheer in the pit of Tony Stewart when the caution came out. They told him, wait a day, guy. What do you want to make the car better? You give me more bite, I'll make the car turn. Small air pressure adjustment, take the tearaway off the windshield. Around to the left side now. Left side's bolted on. This could be Tony Stewart's run to a Winston Cup.
Most all of the leaders took 2 tires. Dale Jarrett got 4. He's going to fall way back in the pack. Tony Stewart got 4.
Well, he had no choice but to put on 4 because he's not trying to win the battle. He's trying to win the war.
Just about all of the leaders got just right side tires, including Mark Martin, Jimmy Johnson, Kurt Busch, Joe Nemechek, I said Johnson already. So Tony Stewart gets a big break with the caution flag for oil for Matt Kenseth's car, and it gets him back on the lead lap.
If your last car on lead lap or close to it, wouldn't you put 4 on?
Well, you would think so.
Who you talking about?
Well, I mean, where is that going to put the 20 car?
He put on 4, didn't he?
He put on 4.
Oh, I thought they just did 2.
No, he put on 4.
No, he got 4. But a lot of these other guys in front of him didn't. Where does Dale Jarrett come out? Dale Jarrett comes out 15th. Leaders Ryan Newman did not pit under the caution. Dale Jarrett, by going for the 4 tires, loses track position.
And he just doesn't have enough time to make up the difference. 15 spots on this racetrack are so hard to pass. Well, he can't pass all these cars, can he?
How many laps we got left?
38.
38 laps now. It's going to be very difficult.
Bill, big break for Joe Gibbs and his team.
Absolutely. We'll try and work in here. Huge break for you. You got back on the lead lap and got a chance to work on your car.
Yeah, we made some major adjustments at stop before it. I don't know what happened. We weren't too bad to begin with. We were a little tight. We tried freeing it up, and that one run, it was just wicked loose. So we pulled rubbers out of both rears, 2 rounds down on the track bar, a bunch of air pressure, and that's the best it's been by far. I mean, we were able to drive away from those guys, and we caught a break. That's what this is all about, is having that rabbit's foot when you need it. It still isn't over. There's still, 38 laps to go. We got to stay out of trouble and finish on lead lap here.
Okay, and he just gave a pep talk to his driver. You push it forward, keep the fenders on it, and we'll be fine. Down pit road to Marty.
Bill, Ben Leslie spent the first half of the race trying to loosen his car up. Now he's trying to tighten it up. Are you confident those adjustments will work, Ben?
Well, we're not for sure. We're not for sure if we might have got a set of tires that was a little bit looser than sets that we had prior, or if the track is changing on us a little bit. We're just kind of chasing it right now. We hope that we hit on it. Hope that it works out.
Your teammate Matt Kenseth lost an engine. You're running more gear than him. Are you concerned?
Well, everything comes out of the same motor shop, so you're always concerned if somebody has a little bit of trouble. They do an awful good job for us up there in Livonia. So, I don't know exactly what the problem was with the 17. They think we're okay, so I'm pretty confident about that.
Jeff Paxton came back from checking out the 17 engine and said, we'll be fine, guys. Don't worry about it.
Most of those in the top 10 in the NASCAR Winston Cup standings coming into the race are running in the top 10 in the race now. Position changes. Jimmy Johnson, for the moment, with 3rd place away from Kurt Busch, but look at it, 2 points. Ryan Newman will move for the moment from 7th to 5th. Look at it, though. 1 point ahead of Jeff Gordon, and 8 points behind Kurt Busch. 10 points behind Jimmy Johnson.
And that's going to jumble again. I don't think Ryan can stay up there with changing no tires.
And 3rd to 6th positions worth a considerable amount of money.
And I don't think Jimmy Johnson changed any tires either.
Him either.
You're correct.
Right.
Fuel only on the 48. 12 car didn't pit at all.
Right.
And the guy with 4 tires is Dale Jarrett back in 15th.
15th with a bunch of slower cars on the inside now, so that makes him 30th.
1 lap to go is the signal. We are just over 50 miles to go in the NASCAR Winston Cup season. Mark Martin running 6th now, if that's where he finishes. Tony's got to finish 34th. He's running 20th now. Matt, how about no tires on the 48?
Well, there was a big debate down here, Alan. Big debate, Chad Canals. You wanted tires, the driver didn't.
Yeah, well, we've had pretty good success, you know, late in the races, sometimes taking 2 or maybe not taking any. And, you know, Jimmy said, I don't think we need it. And I said, well, I think we do. And we decided that we wouldn't take any tires. And I told Jimmy I think I was about to go get 6. So we'll see what happens. You know, the 97 car's been real fast. I think he took 2 tires there. But regardless, it's been a great day for the Lowe's Chevrolet. These guys worked their hearts out. We changed everything on the race car, upper control arms, lower control arms, everything. And, you know, this car's been real fast all day, so we'll just have to see how it plays out.
Remember, they've won before taking the no-tire strategy, Bill.
Matt, there was a similar discussion between Dale Jarrett and his crew chief, Todd Parrott. Dale speculated about taking 2 tires, but Todd wanted him to take 4. So they took 4, but that wasn't their only problem. They blew the piston out of the jack in the middle of the pit stop, and that added to their time on pit road. So 4 tires and a busted jack, a costly pit stop for the 88.
Yes, it is.
So it was just not the 2 tires. It was other problems that got him all the way back to 15th. Or, as you said, Wally, 30th.
Yeah.
30th, yeah.
They waved off the restart. Now we get the 1 to go signal again. So they'll come up with the double up formation. The cars are lap or more down to the inside of the racetrack, closest to the grass. Headed up by 22nd place, Jeff Green, the first car, 1 lap down. Lead lap cars to the outside.
And Nemechek, I am pretty sure, got 2 tires. The 25 car all day long seems to be about as fast as anyone, but here he is back in 5th spot with 2 of his teammates to get by, 2 guys that he really can't rough up like he might someone else to try to get that position by.
After NASCAR, after complete coverage of the championship celebration, we'll head off to the Mohegan Sun Invitational. Next on NBC, the world's most daring cowboys with 2,000 pounds of bulls they have to try and get a handle on. Professional bull riding next on NBC after NASCAR. 14,300 miles of racing in the season so far, and it all comes down to these final 35 laps, just over 50 miles. The championship hangs in the balance. Tony Stewart running 20th, Mark Martin running 6th. Traffic, a tough racetrack, a mistake by someone could turn a whole season's worth of work into a steaming pile of junked race car. 34 laps to go. Ryan Newman is the leader.
Green flag, green flag.
And Kurt Busch did not get a good start.
No, he did not.
Lap cars scooting by to the inside of 2nd place Jimmy Johnson.
And those lap cars, I think probably some of those guys have tires, so that's why they're making it look so easy getting by those guys that didn't take any tires.
Cleanly off 2.
That dust that you saw when the 12 car went by was oil dry.
Oh, Jimmy Johnson with the wiggle when he tried to get under Jeff Green. Gathers it back up. 97 is Kurt Busch. He's the other car on the lead lap. Trying to get 2nd spot away. Things are getting tense.
I think Jimmy Johnson's wishing he took some tires right now.
I think he is too, because he and Busch are side by side. It looks like Busch is going to get the spot.
30 car not on the lead lap, Jeff Green. For 2nd place, it's the 97 and the 48. Tony Stewart working his way through the traffic. He's picked up a couple of spots since the restart. He's up to 18th. 28 car, Ricky Rudd is the next one. If he passes him, he'll get 17th.
He's 3 wide, Tony, 3 wide. Somebody hit the brakes. Oh, close. Fortunately, I think both of them hit the brakes, Ricky Rudd and Tony Stewart.
You know, Joe Gibbs, and contact in front of him, parts flying.
And that makes Tony Stewart more nervous than anything is when...
Trouble in the corner. John Andretti loses an engine. Is there oil on the track? Does the 20 make it through?
Yep, 20's on the bottom of the racetrack.
There is oil on the track. You saw Robbie Gordon spin. Stewart's going to get through and come back to the caution.
I was just saying, that's the last thing you want to see on your windshield is somebody having trouble in front of you.
Wow.
Bill?
Tony Stewart to his crew, I can see perfectly, no problem.
So he has no oil on the windshield, doesn't have to make a pit stop to clean the windshield. Oh yeah, beautiful.
Don't run into the back of somebody under caution.
Sometimes that's a concern when someone blows in front of you, all that oil comes back and covers the windshields. Several cars behind him.
So there was oil on the track from Andretti's engine. They're going to stop and clean that up. They're going to wrap this caution back up.
Look at all that oil coming out from underneath that car. That thing blew up big.
Big time.
Mark Martin in front of all that on the racetrack when Andretti had his problem. That's too bad for John. He was on the lead lap having a good run.
Moves Tony Stewart up to 15th, another spot. Guys, put some oil dry down and that stuff will be running on the bottom of the racetrack.
You know, I was just thinking, and Bill, you're down there watching the championship team. You can tell me, but I was just thinking how nervous Joe Gibbs and Greg Zipadelli must be watching all this mayhem in front of their driver on that restart.
It's tough enough on a regular day, but when you're trying to lock up the championship, Zipadelli has spent a lot of time on the radio talking to Tony here in the second half of this race. In fact, we asked to talk to him one time under green, and he declined because Tony had not talked to the crew, but every lap, about every 37 seconds, Zippy called out his lap time. That's when Tony was on the tail end of the lead lap, wanted to know exactly how he was doing. Most of these guys quiet, a few smiles after that caution came out that got Tony back on the lead lap. Mark Cronquist, the head engine builder, doing his walking, his pacing back in the garage. Joe Gibbs here in this pit stall, as he has been all day, watching his team race for a championship.
Tony Stewart in 15th position as the coach goes to consult with the coach of his 20 team. Joe makes it very clear that he is the owner of this franchise now, and that Greg Zipadelli and Jimmy Makar are the coaches of their Winston Cup race teams respectively.
So he's the John Kent Cook of this race team. Yep. The guy that owned the Redskins when he had so much success up there.
And if they're able to win the championship, Joe Gibbs is often credited during his success with the Washington Redskins for his people skills, taking diverse personalities like John Riggins, for example, known for being a little unorthodox, and molding them together into a team unit. With all of the different things that have gone on around Tony Stewart this year, I would dare say that Joe Gibbs' people skills have come to play again in helping Greg Zipadelli keep this team all pulling forward in the same direction. Check it out. What happened to put us under caution?
John Andretti, I mean, that just smoke just every place, but most of the guys are below the smoke. But look at all those cars up on the high side, have no idea where they are. Robbie Gordon, the 31 car, does spin around and does not hit anything.
It's right along with Robbie. Going down into turn 3. Trouble, see the smoke? Yeah, there's not much you can do there. And once he got in the marbles there, he couldn't slow the car down enough to not hit the wall. Just look at that.
Watch on board with Tony Stewart when he goes in the corner, but you can see he's down below all the smoke. He can see the racetrack. Bill, what kind of joke did Gibbs tell Zippy?
Well, let's find out. First of all, Joe, how do you feel?
Extremely nervous. Not much you can do over here. I get frustrated, but you know, we just gotta somehow, Lord's given us a great day. We just gotta finish up and hopefully we can stay out of anything that would happen up front. That's all I'm worried about right now.
You call your crew chiefs the coach. Well, the owner just had a conversation with the coach. What'd you tell him?
No, nothing but the obvious. We're all talking about the same thing. We just can't get in any messes here.
How about your driver, Joe?
The driver's won a bunch of championships. He's cool and calm.
It's been a tough day, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has. It's been a long, tough day.
Thanks for speaking with us. Good luck.
You bet.